The story goes the two old maids that lived in this house were very wealthy. And when they were taken out of the house, their family found silver, gold, paper money by the pounds. It was like 72 or 42 pounds of silver, things like that. Also, story goes, is the family buried a pork barrel in the basement for good luck. I don't think I'll find that because, well, that would be long gone, right? I don't know. I'll show you if I find it. I gotta stop wasting my time. You don't find treasure in your basement. People don't do that. People don't do that. Basement is as clean as it can be, oddly enough. I removed all the rocks and it's ready for me to start trenching. One thing I wanted to do, I can't get to this footer, it's buried, but I'm going to uncover that footer and sweep it and clean it. I want to see how good my footers are holding up. Because if you remember, I put in 4 big footers, 3 years ago now, and I want to see if they cracked. Looks good. This thing that I bolted down into the concrete is pretty rusty. But I'm assuming you can't do much about that. That's good to see. I spent a lot of time on these. To know that they're still good makes me feel like it was worth it. They're 2 foot by 2 foot and they're 2 feet deep. And what I did is I put one of these things right down in the middle of each one. And it's like cross rebar, these round pieces. I just made this up as I went. I thought it was cool looking. But I put it down in there and covered it with concrete, and maybe that helps a lot as far as that not cracking. I don't know. Maybe a small 2 foot by 2 foot pad never cracks. I don't know. If you're a concrete person, let me know. Did I do okay? Or is this stupid? Overkill? Not enough? I don't know. Seems to work. I mean, it's pretty solid. I know the first thing I gotta do is dig that sub pump hole a little deeper. You can see that bucket could go down another 18 inches, and the lower it is, the better. I might do that now. I don't have my digging shoes on, but I got shoes on at least. You guys are not going to believe. Let me get Instagram going. I'm shaking. Look at this. It's in a case. See the back of it? I think it had to have been put there on purpose almost. I wish that, I don't know how good you can see that. 1902. I wish it was an 1802. You always wish for more, don't you? This is wicked cool. This little deer's cool too. Found that. And then this stone is really cool. Found that. Look at that. Treasure. Nothing will make you dig faster than finding a coin. I've got pretty much the perimeter all dug out. I don't know how else to say it though, but I really like digging. It's weird. It's like a calming thing for me. And you get to see progress fairly quickly. Time to go home, eat some dinner, go to sleep, and then repeat. Digging clay is crazy. I think I'm gonna quit for the day. I made some pretty good progress. This one main channel going all the way across to the other side of the building is done. And I've got all of around the wall over there done too. I have no energy right now. Well, I had some. I used it. That'll probably be good for today anyways. I'm back. And I don't want to be back. But I want to get this dug out. I have a trench here to finish. A trench behind by you into this trench, like just to connect it. And then over here, some work to do. Busting up concrete. Yesterday, I got really tired. And I'm still tired right now, but I'm going to just try to work for a couple hours, but I'm going to try something new. I'm going to experiment a bit, you could say, of ways to dig through clay that might be easier. For those of you that have never dug through clay before, it's something like this. It's like really difficult to dig. Not fun. And I want to try some methods. Some of these methods, I guess you could say, are unorthodox. But we're going to see if we can find a way that is a little easier. I know what some of you are thinking. Wow, starting right out of the gate with a sawzall. Trust me, the other methods are weirder than a sawzall. That in itself was pretty simple. I just don't know if it was that much better or easier. I wouldn't call it any different. I clearly cut the sides, but it's not any easier. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna try to use my chainsaw. Now, before you go and tell me anything, I've already thought about all of the consequences that goes along with using your chainsaw to cut dirt. I thought about it, and I don't care. If it's easier to dig with, then great. If it ruins the blade, I don't care. This blade is already very dull. And we're gonna see what happens. The fumes are the worst part. All I did was cut straight down on each edge here, and then I did cut across. And what I was hoping, if I did that, what I was hoping is that I could just let it go from there and then break it through with the shovel. Sort of like that. Like a big piece of chocolate cake. Oh, that's my hat. I'm gonna have to say that that worked. Maybe even before you tell me that this is dangerous, my third way was to use a little bit of black powder and try to explode it. So, this is safer than that. Hey Siri, can you play music?
Take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby. So take it, move
Somebody said that it's okay if I find weird things down here, as long as I don't find any bones. And I said all I found so far is it's just mouse bones. So, nothing too weird, you know. You're gonna find dead mice bones all over the place around here. So, nothing too weird. I think I've had all I want to eat for today. I did get all the trenching done though. I've decided not to trench right here because, you know, it just makes sense. The sub pump is right where I am right now. So if any water comes into here, it's gonna come through, and it's either gonna go right to my sub pump or it's gonna go to the main line right here and then drain to the sub pump. So there's no sense in digging all this, at least right now. What I need to do, I'll show you. This big pile of dirt right here is pretty much all of the clay that I dug from this trench right here. I don't want to put that clay back in this basement. So all that clay has got to go outside with the wheelbarrow. And my guesstimation is that's about 10 wheelbarrows full, easy. The other pile back here, that's all sand. But you know what I'm thinking is I need to get rid of that too. Because then I want to fill these trenches up with some gravel and the pipe, and then I need to fill it back in with dirt. And I need this whole level, this whole side to go down probably an average of 4 to 5 inches. See that concrete pad right there? Long story short, I need to dig down all of this. I'm going to try to concentrate most of my digging right there because that's the clay. Lots of work. As far as trenches go, we've got this trench that runs through here and to the sub pump. Then the trench goes through here and here to the main line to the sub pump. And then you already saw the one that goes all the way around here, and then it comes out through here. That's honestly as good as I can do. I can't dig down here much longer. This is crazy. So from here, I'm gonna probably work a couple more days at night after work. I'll come up here, I'm gonna remove all this dirt. I'm gonna get this out of here. And then I might walk away from this basement, go do some sheetrock, and then when I'm sick of sheetrock, I'll come back down. I think that's the plan. But I think that's gonna do it for this week's video. Next week, you'll probably see a little bit more digging or sheetrock. I don't know. It'll be a surprise. But that's it. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time I turn the camera on. Have a good week, everybody. This is my Patreon minute at the end of the video. Thank you to all the new Patreons for signing up. I guess my question this week would be, if you want your name to be on the built-in as you see it here, then that's how it will be. But if you would like your full name, message me on Patreon and I'll change it. I'll make sure that it ends up being your full name. And then maybe also I will put what country everybody's from, and I may or may not know that. So if you want your country represented, send me a message on Patreon for that too. Again, this won't be done till wintertime, but it's always good to plan ahead. And as always, thanks a lot for your support. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all later too. Bye now.